staying motivated easy? Not always. Hello, and today's weekend insight, alright, is going to be about how do you motivate yourself? How do you push yourself to accomplish an objective where you did not put any, how should I say it? Any boundaries, any, like things that you want to complete per se, boundaries, any pressure. How do you complete a project where there's no pressure involved? And I want to take an example, okay, in my life. So, in university, I hate pressure. Oddly enough, like, I love having my leisurely time to complete a project, and I will complete it in like a couple of years. But then again, if you want to complete something and have it in a specific time frame, you need to put some pressure on yourself, and I don't do well with pressure. So just to give you a reference, in university I had a month to complete a paper. I actually took 2 extra weeks to complete it because I did not like give myself a schedule to work on my project. Nay. What I did was I just allowed inspiration to come to me, and then I wrote. And that inspiration only came like a week before I need to hand it the paper. I need to hand in the paper, or like the week before, or the week of. And I was like, oh shit. And I wrote the paper, and I was like, damn, this is not good enough to get a passing grade. So I wrote to the teacher, and I was like, listen, this project, I can make it better, but it is not at the level that I can feel safe handing it in at. And he's like, fine, whatever. Get it done. I was like, okay. So it took me an extra 2 weeks to complete my paper and hand it in, like, at a level where I find it acceptable. And thank God I did, because I passed with a menial, like, I passed barely off the skin of my butt, okay? I barely passed, basically. I barely passed. Okay? But I passed with a 50, which is like, whoa! Which is actually all you need in that program, which was political science. So I was like, yes, I did it. So basically, and I'm like, you know what, it'd be awesome if I can create that momentum, if I can create that push, that drive to complete, because I really do not like to be forced into things. I do not like to have like boundaries set on me. When I create, I create freely, and beautiful things come out of it, but there's like no structure to it, which is, see, that's the difference. My female side works well with like feeling free, feeling open, and being able to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, right? It's like creativity comes out whenever it wants to. But structured creativity, that when creativity is a female, okay, magic. Structure is a male magic, okay. Well, it doesn't have to be male or female. It's just I'm just relating it to ideas that we understand, right? So structure, the thing that I'm lacking right now is structure. And the thing that I have tons of is creativity. So what I want to know ultimately is staying, creative and structured, feasible feat. First of all, I just want to know if we are coming at this with a creator, or no, not to create. If we're coming at this with a victim or victor mindset, right? Sorry, it's getting early in the morning. It's like 6 to 9. Yes. So, as you can see, I'm going to an event today, so I need to get this done now. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for me and my collective, please come forward and share. Are we coming at this with the headspace of a victor or a headspace of a victim? Us trying to figure out, how to keep ourselves motivated over time. And we got victim. So I guess, well, first and foremost, I want to say that victim and victor are two opposite sides of the same spectrum. So when you think about that, this victim mentality will pass quite quickly. Okay, I was in the impression that we were in a victor perspective, but maybe we're not. Maybe we are still 49% victor. That's it. We are 49% victor and 61% victim still. So it's that it's like we're like right on the cusp of like flipping to like the victor mentality, but it's gonna take some time until we fully embrace the victor headspace. That is what I'm getting. So it's gonna take some time. Yes. Now I'm going to take some scripture cards to see how we can basically become the creator of our reality with this specific topic. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone, I was pulling them in reverse, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my collective, please come forward and share. When we have trouble pressuring ourselves to do something, how can we stay focused? And we got the book of John, book 12, verse 48. And it says, there is a judge for the one who rejects me and does not accept my words. The very words I have spoken will condemn them at the last day. Oh, yeah. Well, there is a judge for the one who rejects me and does not accept my words. The very words I have spoken will condemn them at the last day. I feel like if we don't heed Jesus' warnings, if we don't abide by the basic rules that Jesus has given us, right? There will be, we might not be accepted into heaven, or we will. It just take us longer, and I feel like that's the issue here. Like I spoke of the 3D 5D split. As I've heard Dolores Cannon actually talk of this, it's not a question of if we are going to reach the 3D 5D split. It's a matter of when we are going to reach the 3D 5D split. So some people are going to reach it faster, others aren't. And I know I have a layer, my jacket's off. But that's because I needed to think about this a little bit. So we are all going to go to 5D. It's just a matter of how long will it take us to get to 5D. And we're going down a rabbit hole at this point, but it is the issue. So don't worry, you're going to go to 5D. It's just going to take you longer, is all it's saying. So, what I want you to think about is how quickly do you actually learn your lessons? Ponder that.